Hello there! Linux and macOS are two popular and secure operating systems. For some, the distinction between them may not be immediately clear. Often, Unix and Linux are compared as if they are closely related, even though they are like apples and oranges. Yet, they have notable differences that make each appealing of different type of users. Following my guide for Windows users on the differences between Windows and Linux, some of you requested a comparison between macOS and Linux. This video sheds light on the key differences between the two systems and serves as a guide for those who need to choose between them. My name is Michael from First on Linux channel, and now let's give it a start. Linux was launched in 1991 by Linus Torvalds. It's open source and maintained by a global community, meaning anyone can view and modify the source code. This freedom attracts developers and tech enthusiasts. In the late 1990s, Linux began to find applications in various fields, laying the foundation for its later success in corporate and desktop environments. macOS, on the other hand, originates from Apple and is Unix-based. Released in 2001, it's a proprietary system with Apple retaining full control over its development to offer a stable, user-friendly experience. macOS Core Darwin is open Unix operating system that Apple distributes under the Apple Public Source Licenses, for short APSL. Linux open source nature fosters diversity, resulting in hundreds of Linux distributions, each tailored to different user groups. Linux can be freely and legally installed on numerous platforms and architectures. In contrast, macOS is a closed system that adheres to Apple standards and is exclusively licensed for Mac computers. macOS is renowned for its elegant and user-friendly design. The interface is intuitive and well thought out, with Apple prioritizing design and consistency for a smooth user experience. Those familiar with iOS or iPadOS can quickly adapt to macOS, as all Apple systems share a consistent user interface and look. In contrast, Linux offers various desktop environments such as GNOME, KDE, and XFCE. Each environment has its own aesthetics and functionality. Users can completely customize the appearance and add their own design elements. Distributions like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Elementary OS, or Zorin OS offer unique designs to attract users, while others like Arch, Fedora, and Debian adopt a more universal approach without standardized themes or pre-configured desktops. While macOS remains consistent across versions, the appearance of Linux can vary greatly depending on the distribution and version. This variety is an advantage for some, but may be confusing for others. Linux offers nearly unlimited customizations. Users can modify everything from the kernel to the user interface, which is a big plus for developers and tech enthusiasts. Options range from deep system-level modifications to custom desktop setups. macOS allows customization, but to a limited extent. Many system settings are fixed and cannot be changed, as Apple prioritizes stability and an optimized user experience, limiting customization options. For users who value control and freedom, Linux is often the better choice, while macOS appeals to those who prioritize stability and simplicity. Linux distributions like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Elementary OS, and Zorin OS cater to users seeking a stable, straightforward experience. Software availability differs significantly between the two systems. macOS is optimized exclusively for Apple hardware and includes many exclusive programs like Safari, iWork, and FaceTime. In creative fields, macOS excels with software like Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro, which are unavailable on other platforms. The App Store provides access to a range of free and paid apps. Linux relies on free software and community development, offering countless free alternatives to commercial software. Programs like GIMP, Inkscape, OBS Studio, and Audacity cover many creative needs. However, Compatibility with popular software can be limited, though software containers like Flatpak and Snap help ensure availability of mainstream applications like Slack, Zoom, Microsoft Edge, and Spotify. Many Linux desktops have their own app stores like those provided by GNOME, KDE, or Cinnamon. macOS often integrates more smoothly with mainstream software and hardware and is strong in certain niches, while Linux may require specific adjustments or alternative solutions. However, proprietary app availability on Linux is improving steadily. Security is crucial for both systems, but there are differences. Linux is known for being extremely secure thanks to its system design and open source philosophy, which minimize vulnerabilities. Updates are swift and a community continually works on security improvements. Linux customizability allows for various approaches to hardening the system, and features like firewalls are standard in most distributions. Disk encryption and secure boot are also common in major distributions like Debian, Ubuntu, and Arch. macOS also offers high security, especially through the Apple Store, where Apple vets apps before release to reduce risks. Apple's Gatekeeper technology ensures only trusted software runs on a Mac, with many security features active by default, such as data encryption. Privacy has become increasingly important on macOS, with Apple limiting ads and tracking more than many other operating systems. Linux users, however, can exercise even greater control over the data, as there is no central entity collecting information. Flatpak and Snap package solutions are working to verify app developers and mark their offerings as trustworthy. macOS is often easier for beginners to navigate. The interface is intuitive and most settings are easy to find with a clear structure from Apple. As mentioned, anyone familiar with iOS or iPadOS can quickly start using macOS, while Windows users may need to adapt to differences like app controls or window management. Linux can have a steeper learning curve depending on the distribution and desktop environment. The diversity of distributions can be initially overwhelming, as each has its own settings and quirks. Beginner-friendly distributions like Linux Mint and Ubuntu offer logical and user-friendly desktop environments. New users may need some time to familiarize themselves with Linux, while many can start using macOS right away. macOS is optimized for Apple hardware, resulting in high efficiency and stability, which was already evident on Intel Macs and has become more pronounced with Apple Silicon architecture. This optimization makes macOS particularly attractive on MacBooks with excellent battery life and top-tier performance. Some Macs even operate fanless while maintaining high performance and long battery life. Linux, however, can be installed on a wide range of devices, from old laptops to modern gaming PCs, edge devices, servers, and notebooks. Performance varies greatly depending on the distribution and settings. Lightweight distributions like Lubuntu or Xubuntu run smoothly even on low-powered hardware, and modern hardware is well supported by distributions like Ubuntu and Fedora. Running Linux on laptops has generally become problem-free. macOS provides a seamless experience on selected devices, while Linux shines in its flexibility and broad hardware support. Apple provides official support for macOS users available through Apple stores and trained support teams. If no Apple store is nearby, Apple Premium resellers can often help. Apple also offers numerous wikis and knowledge bases. Linux lacks a central supporting point, relying instead on forums, communities, documentation, and smaller companies that offer commercial support. The community is usually helpful, but users need to be prepared to research solutions. For enterprise distributions like Ubuntu Server, SUSE Linux Enterprise, or Red Hat Enterprise Linux, commercial support can be purchased by businesses. macOS users can rely on direct support, while Linux users must depend on the community and personal initiative. macOS is licensed with the purchase of an Apple device, so it's essentially free with the hardware. Additional costs usually only arise if users buy specific software or services through the Apple Store or subscribe to services such as iCloud storage. Linux is entirely free, with all distributions and most programs freely available, making it attractive to users on a budget. Some exceptions like Zorin OS Pro come with a fee. Additionally, Ubuntu Pro offers free support for up to 5 instances with additional support available for purchase, if you need more. Linux and macOS each have many advantages and disadvantages. macOS offers a stable, user-friendly system ideal for creative and professional work. Linux offers flexibility, freedom, customization options, and a large community. However, for tech-savvy users who value freedom and control, Linux is the best choice. However, those looking for a user-friendly and elegant system could opt for macOS. The choice ultimately depends on individual needs, as always. Many desktop distros such as Ubuntu or Linux Mint now offer a nearly comparable desktop in terms of consistency, ease of use, and stability. Linux can serve more architectures universally. Classic computers such as desktop PCs and notebooks also benefit from this. Today, Linux on laptops mostly run out of the box without any complaints. The utilization period for Linux is significantly longer. For example, a laptop purchased today can be operated with Ubuntu 24.04 installed. It will receive regular LTS support until 2029 and can then receive security updates until 2036 via an Ubuntu Pro subscription. We are talking about 12 years. Apple scores highly with its in-house Apple Silicon architecture. With complete control over hardware and software, macOS is excellently adapted to Macs with ARM processors and not only enables extremely long battery life and strong performance, but also whisper-quiet and fanless Macs. As Apple has full control over hardware and software, Apple also determines the support period and thus always boosts additional purchases. There are no exact support periods. Whereas in the days of Intel Mac, support was expected to last 7 till 10 years, but today you should expect updates to be available for 5 till 8 years. I've been using Linux since 2003 and macOS since 2008. I use Linux exclusively on laptops. These include HP EliteBook and ThinkPad devices. At the same time, I have a MacBook Air with M1 chip and a 27-inch Intel iMac. Despite my best intentions and ambitions, I haven't yet managed to completely switch from macOS. I edit my videos with Final Cut Pro. I invested a few €100 in it years ago and I want to make the most of this investment for as long as possible. In other words, I've buried or dropped my plans to switch to DaVinci Resolve and therefore also the platform at some point. Although DaVinci is the absolute market leader in this area, it is no less restrictive in terms of hardware requirements than Apple. Maybe I'll have a look at KDE Enlive, let's see. I still use macOS for editing. I also use the MacBook Air for traveling because of its great battery life. However, I currently have no plans to invest in new Mac hardware. According to current plans, a Linux distro will be installed on the Intel Mac after support ends, and I will probably switch to Asahi Linux for the MacBook Air. All still up in the air. In the long term, I want to move away from Apple hardware. I'm banking on ARM architecture for the future and hope that Linux will play a leading role here. At the very least, I dream of a fanless Linux notebook. Tuxedo is always welcome to come around the corner with this device. I will even find that extremely welcome. If you have an old Intel Mac, I wouldn't run it with an outdated macOS. You can unofficially install a newer version with the legacy patcher, but whether it will still run after the next upgrade is uncertain. So it wouldn't be for me if I'm dependent on this Mac computer. In this case, I would rather install a Linux distro on the Mac. If you're interested in this in more detail, there is a link to a corresponding video in the video description. As always, it all depends on you. If you're more inclined towards Apple because you have everything from one supplier and get support, wait. There are also some Linux manufacturers, depending on where you live. For instance, you have System76 for the US market, or you have Tuxedo Computer for the European market. Tuxedo is a German company that, like Apple, sells its own computers with Linux and also offers you support. Incidentally, I don't get a cent for this recommendation from Tuxedo Computers or System76. I had a test device from Tuxedo 2 till 3 years ago for a certain period of time. Here is also the link to this video in the description below. I would advise you to consider investing in a Mac. Although I've used a lot of Macs myself for many years, the even shorter support period bothers me considerably. But you have to decide that for yourself. Let me know in the comments where you stand and how you would decide or decided. If you like this video and are interested in such content, please consider subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up and activate the bell. As always, there are 2 more interesting videos in the end card. Feel free to check them out in the meantime. Thanks for your kind attention, ladies and gentlemen. See you soon. Peace.